Hey guys, this is Comic
Duo.
And today we're doing a review for Injustice, which came out, Injustice Gods Among Us, which came out Tuesday, I think.
Yes.
So we both played a little. I haven't finished the story mode yet, but I'm up to like level 4. We played battle mode with each other, so we got the gist of the game.
Yes.
So let's talk about it.
Okay.
What's your thoughts? Do you like it? Do you not like it?
Let me say, like, first and foremost, I've always been a fighting game enthusiast.
I'm usually not. I like Super Smash Bros. And everything, but I'm not a humongous fighting, like Mortal Kombat, Street Fighter fighting.
Right, whereas,
person.
like, that's me.
Like, I'm more of a shooter.
Right.
Yeah.
Because, like, I've always loved, like, the Mortal Kombat games, the Marvel vs. Capcom, the Street Fighter, the Tekken.
And I just kind of just play them. Like, always with the superhero games, it's usually fighting games, especially in the past, but now they have Batman and stuff. But I feel like that's the only way you could play superhero games. But, yeah, but
well, Injustice Gods Among Us is like the Mortal Kombat version of a DC fighting game. It's from the same people.
But not DC versus Mortal Kombat.
Oh my god. Okay.
That was really bad.
Yeah.
I didn't like it. I didn't like the controls, honestly.
Right.
But this, I feel like with the controls are a lot easier. Because usually with like Mortal Kombat, you have to do like a spinny thing and half spin.
Because Mortal Kombat's geared more towards like the serious.
Like the people that are like, they'll take the time to learn these controls. Which
Well,
I think also this game, you have to take the time to learn them. But I feel like it's a little less time to master.
Right. But there was also something about like mastering the controls for Mortal Kombat that made you feel accomplished.
Did you master any?
No, I mean I mastered like for Melina in the like most recent one. Like I could do her fatality like every time, and
yeah, I mean like for this, that's why I feel like Injustice is a little bit better for. I think people that aren't hardcore gamers could play this and enjoy it. And I think it's a good team game. I think it's definitely a great game. The graphics are really good for a fighter game. Because usually fighting games aren't... Usually they try and make it a little cartoonier.
Yeah.
But I feel like it's also not as good as Batman Arkham City, the graphics-wise, at least.
Right.
Now, for me, I played the story mode, and I think the comic really did a good job to allowing us to get the hype for the story.
I didn't read that. What happened?
It's really good. Now, the whole story of this, because he didn't play the story mode for the game. Superman witnesses Lois dying, so now he's, like, getting really angry, and he's the villain of the story. And now
this is when he turns his back on humanity.
Yeah, and this is, like, an alternate world and stuff. So, like, the regular DC universe go into the alternate world because Joker tries to nuke the world. And Joker is the one who kills Lois. So
okay.
That's pretty much what the whole story is. I haven't finished story mode yet, but I'm up to, like, level 4, and I heard there's actually a big death that's shocking. So, don't spoil it in the comments below, though, because I haven't finished it yet. I think the one good thing also is that you could play this a lot and not get bored with it.
Yeah, that's the one good thing about fighting games is the replayability.
Yeah, it's not like one of those games. Even with Batman Arkham City, like those type of games, like it's kind of you play it once, you're over, you get DLC and everything.
Right.
But with story mode games, you really can't do that. But like, let's say Super Smash Bros, you can play that game over and over again. I think people still do play that game, and I know we do.
Yeah, we kind of stopped though because we always do different things each week. Like,
yeah, exactly. Depending what mood you're in. Yeah. But that's definitely a game you could go back to. And I think this game is something that a lot of people could go back to, too, also. One thing I didn't like was in the story mode, I felt like the graphics could have been better. I know you didn't play it,
I didn't see them.
Do you think the graphics are good?
You know, there's only so much you can do with a fighting game's capability.
Yeah, I think that's
also
something that you have to know is this is a fighting game. For a fighting game, this is awesome. I think for a game in general, it's really awesome, but...
Right, I think they look great. It's just that when they zoom in on the characters, it kind of looks a little...
fuzzy.
Yeah.
A little blocky, I would say.
Yeah.
And again, with the story mode, the characters that aren't the main characters are a little bit blocky. And you can tell, like, you can feel that old kind of generation of gaming. And not, like, again, Batman, Arkham City, and all those type of games that feel so real. And even Call of Duty in those games that don't feel as blocky. Now voices, I guess we could talk about also. Yeah, I noticed 2 of the voices were from the animated series. I know Kevin Conroy did Batman's voice, which is really good. Yes, he's definitely one of those people that is Batman, you know, and... I wish Mark Hamill would have did Joker, but... Yeah, and I think he did Joker for Arkham City and Arkham Asylum. And then he, like, kind of retired that role. Which is sad, because he does, like, the best Joker. He did really good at it. Like, that was my childhood Joker. Yeah, that was like he honestly, you know, next to Heath Ledger and everything, he does the Joker
right.
because Heath Ledger does the psychological Joker.
He does the physical Joker, and then Mark Hamill does the cartoon Joker.
Yeah, and but I think he does like kind of that fun Joker that we don't get to see anymore because I feel like they take Joker so seriously now. Right. We don't get to see that Batman animated series Joker anymore. And the reason I'm mentioning this is because in this game they kind of got that fun Joker back. You know, the gun that says "Bam" instead of him just being psychologically crazy, but also he's a little psychologically crazy because he's destroying the world with a bomb.
Yeah.
So I like that they balanced it really well in this. I think the story is really well done for a fighting game. Although, I mean, it is a fighting game, so the story's gonna be like, oh, here, let's battle.
Yeah, you told me that, like, the excuses for them to fight were kind of like, oh, well, let's fight. Like, that always was the result of, like, every, like, encounter.
Yeah, which is, I mean, it's a fighting game, so obviously that's gonna happen. I think they did it as good as possible with these fighting games, but for, like, a story, again, like other superhero games, it's a little bit better because the story could develop. But, yeah, I thought, let's talk about, again, maybe how much we enjoyed it as fighting each other in multiplayer and everything.
Right. Well, we, of course, had fun with it.
Yeah, and again, I think it's something that we could definitely play every week and enjoy it.
Yeah, or at
he
least
actually beat me a lot.
Of it. Yeah, I never played the game before, but I've had more experience with fighting games than her before.
Yeah,
so.
like for Call of Duty, I'll beat you.
Yes.
And for fighting games, he'll beat me.
Right,
so.
absolutely.
But yeah, I think the characters, let's talk about. What is your favorite character so far?
Well, I was gonna say originally my favorite character was Harley Quinn, because that's my favorite, like, comic book character. But, once I started using Catwoman, like, she can, like, tear it up. Like, she's unreasonably really good in that game compared to, like,
she's very fast. I feel like that's something you could do, button smashing a lot with her.
And I don't button smash.
No,
I
you
do
don't. I feel like you could. Like, you could just do the same thing over and over again and win. I hear it's
kind of hard to get out of her attacks when she just keeps rapidly hitting you, like...
No, that was hard when he was playing as Catwoman. Mm-hmm. But, I like Green Lantern a lot. I thought he was pretty good. Green Arrow I really enjoy. And Stephen Amell actually does the voice for that.
Oh.
For, Arrow, so that's cool. And I heard...
Oh, yeah, you told me that.
In the Arrow skin, I heard it's, like, impossible to get. I want it, but it's, like, $200 on eBay again, and I don't think that's worth it. But, yeah, so I think Green Arrow's good. Green Lantern's good. Batman's pretty good. I think that's a good starter character to play as and maybe master him.
Yeah, a lot of people are probably going to be Batman.
Yeah, I think mastering him is a little bit easier.
Mm-hmm.
Joker I played as, I didn't love him. He's kind of a weak character. But yeah, I think there's a lot of great dynamic and different characters and different special moves, which is very important.
Right.
Like Shazam and Black Adam's course is going to be the same, but I think there's enough diversity in this game.
Yes, but one thing I wish they would have done is, why'd they have Ares in it? Like, he's in all different comic companies. Like, Marvel has an Ares, like, this has an Ares.
I think they just need a Wonder Woman villain, honestly.
Oh, right.
That's pretty much why they did it. I know the DLC, I think that's what I'm excited for, to see what's going to come out for the DLC. I know skins is pretty much why we're playing now, to unlock the skins. I, of course, play just to have fun. But I think for unlocking things, you're not going to unlock characters, you're going to unlock skins. Yeah. So, but I'm excited for the DLC once we get new characters. Lobo's that first character, so I think that'll be fun.
Right.
I think the one great thing about this game is that you can play this over and over again, and it's enjoyable. Is it perfect?
No, but it's almost close to perfect. It's not close to perfect, but it's almost close to perfect.
Yeah, I think it's definitely one of the best games that came out this year,
right.
And I think it's almost close to perfect also, especially for a fighting game. For me, my grade for a fighting game, it's awesome. But again, I don't love fighting games, so that's the problem for me.
But, like, it takes, like, one of your favorite things in the world and puts it into that, so...
Yeah, exactly. That's why I like it, is because it's superheroes. I love that. And even though I don't love fighting games, I think it does a really good job for a person that doesn't like fighting games to actually enjoy it. Because it's not that hard either.
Yeah, the controls are simpler.
Yeah, so, what's your grading?
Out of what?
Out of 5.
I would give it... Like, I'd probably give it a 4 out of 5.
That's my grade also, 4 out of 5, because I think it's an awesome game, but again...
I feel like they could have used more innovative stuff, too, that we haven't seen.
I would like unlockable characters also.
Something like that, because I always used to love that in games. Like, oh my god, like, who's the
especially fighting games.
Yes.
Yeah.
That was, like, your mode of, like, alright, I have to use this character to do that. Like, you know, like, go on the story mode and everything. It gave you more incentive to redo story mode.
Yeah, I mean, now they have achievements and stuff, but still, I feel like bring the classic and get us unlockable characters.
Just like in Super Smash Bros. Yeah.
Yeah, but yeah, so that's our review for Injustice: Gods Among Us. If you guys enjoy Comic Duo, I think every month we're going to do at least one segment for either Dark Avenger Inc. or Comic Uno. So, yeah, so tell us in the comments below what you thought about this game, and now we're going to do a Birdemic review.
Yes, stay tuned.
Stay tuned to that. Bye, guys.
Bye.